So of course I'm back in Shape of Dreams, one of my favorite action roguelikes to come out this year. A lot of players on Steam right now. Today I'm going to be playing the Puppet, which is honestly one of my favorite characters in this game. It's super fun to play. It just has one fundamental issue, and that's around its survivability. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to try out the Deja Vu system. This is a little bit similar to maybe a Keepsake in Hades or Custom Mode in Dead Cells. However, this is one single item, and what I'm going to choose here is called Clemency. Clemency is an essence, so it gives you a perk on your existing ability, and all it does is 4% heal by itself. Now, that's not healing 4% of my HP, it heals 4% of the damage I deal on one of my abilities. So it's a very minor tweak. If anything, it may not even change anything about this run. However, my hope is that by making this little adjustment to my starting build, maybe, just maybe, this is enough to show you all a win today. It's at the start where it's a little bit interesting. All right. Fireball. Definitely not keeping that. Definitely thank you all for the input, by the way, because it's not a matter of... I do really enjoy the game. I just would like to not lose. That's all it is. I love winning in roguelikes, but I also would like to win in a way where I feel like I did most of the work. Oops. Really need the nodes for dodge, reset, dash, cooldown. I think I have everything maxed out. I'm also, like, I get a little worried that the nodes are required to win. Probably on later difficulties. I'm okay with that. It definitely helps with some of the RNG for, like, the shop nodes, rerolls, more items in the shop, like all of that stuff helps to solidify builds a little bit better. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's definitely better now that I have meta. Back when I had no idea how to get Stardust, I didn't know that was based on leveling up the character. Anything that was like just use Stardust, I felt like was not a good answer, because I wouldn't know what to level up. And I still would imagine some people who are like fresh to the game, who want to unlock the perks for the character that are specific, not knowing that maybe you want to consider some shop stuff. It's hard. Oops. I'd say gameplay wise, I do really like playing the Puppet, win or lose. I think it's just fun to look at. Of course, repulsive shield. My Brahm shield, 80% quality. I feel like you need the HP. That quality is what? Maybe 60 dust. So yeah, we'll try this, see how it feels from like a custom mode perspective. It might feel perfectly fine. Oh yeah. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about the cap shield? We're at 0.7 now. There's no way that's good. 84? That's all I get? It's not even based on the damage the monster deals? Some quick charcoal. Oh, yeah. I mean, that killed. Must be doing something right. Chat, who's got the tier list for this game? How's the Shape of Dreams Reddit? Is that a thing? It's gotta be. With a game like this. More quality, level, attack speed, 20%. That's a big number. Potent. Locks a random memory. I can now only use Q and E. That's not bad. All right. I tried to look up some stuff on YouTube the other time that we played this. There are for sure people trying to put stuff on YouTube, but I haven't seen a lot of like just pure gameplay. Another memory. Chain lightning. Might just take it because it's epic. Could give us a nice little transformation later. I should probably still try this game WASD and controller at some point. I just partly don't think I'm gonna enjoy it, but I had that same issue with Raven's Watch. And then once I did Raven's Watch on controller, it felt great. I gotta say, every YouTube I've clicked into and Twitch stream for this game, they absolutely are not playing MOBA controls. I would assume me and the dev are the only people playing this MOBA. Even then, maybe the dev isn't even doing it. Though back in the day, I had someone say that this game is kind of easy for them because they have played MOBAs for a very long time. Games like Dota, League of Legends, etc. To which they were almost at the point where it was like, V, so long as you can play League of Legends, you will probably win in this game. But I just don't see people playing like that. Most I've seen is WASD, dash on mouse cursor instead of character facing. Glad to see that they did that as an option. A lot of devs don't even give that option. So definitely good job to them. Then again, we know that this dev has like a lot of good stuff that they've done. Was that bad? I didn't even press that. It blew up by itself. It wasn't my fault. Quality, giga attack speed. Remember, attack speed is just damage, not even a one-to-one. Oh, we do. We have a one-to-one conversion. Okay, Searing Charge is fun, but it does not do attack damage. A little bit of charcoal synergy in there. Honestly, it's just fun to do. Oh, I should have sold. Guidance chip on the Clemency Q. Wonder how good that is. 26% healing increase. Depends on how much damage this is doing. Still sitting on this purple lightning. It's a lot of LOL stuff because the devs are Korean, but weirdly enough, during the dev interview, they said their inspiration was Heroes of the Storm. Is that game RIP? But I do have to get Qs off every now and then just to heal myself. We can't just giga spam W. That was fun looking. It makes so much noise. It's such a noisy skill. I feel like I have to turn the game sound down, but I think it's only been loud because of this. Wow. Now, of course, this doesn't work on bosses. This is only working because we get resets on the monsters each time they get killed. But it's not bad, chat. It's not bad. I do wish we had some kind of AP to AD conversion. That way we can know for sure that we're getting some good attack damage in here. Your attacks ricochet to deal fire damage to nearby enemies. For each nearby enemy engulfed in flames, this memory's damage and healing is increased. There's also hemorrhage in here. We would need the fire conversion to make that work. Your attacks ricochet. This does not activate attack effects. I have 153. Could sell and buy this with the hope that it turns into some kind of charcoal capability. I'm very low on money right now. Just more hits overall, even though I'm kind of just doing a lot of W, but for bosses, this is probably important. I haven't put any points into any of this stuff. I assume eventually I'll need that leveled up. My clemency isn't very leveled up either. It's like, have I not been using any dust at all? I have nothing leveled up. Oh, snap, I just missed unclaimed rewards. I looked away for a second. I don't know what it would have been. We don't worry about it. If we don't think about what it could have been, it doesn't matter anyway. Must not have been all that important. Duration scales on hemorrhage. Sounds like literally everything matters. I need to level up legit everything. It feels good to play. I swear I've done this before. Searing charge on Puppet. That can't be new for me. All right, free level up. That was just a 0.1. Maybe that wasn't worth it. 8%. You have to do something that you're not afraid of losing. That's way too scary. I don't know how they made that so horrifying. All right, you got greedy and lost your passive for the 8%. Yeah, I learned to not do the passive anymore. If anything, I might do the ulti on the summoner character. But I think anyone else is just asking for trouble. Oh, wow. That is indeed a shadow walk. But it's like I already have searing charge. It's just nice because shadow walk does trigger attack effects. In place of ulti? Don't have to tell me twice. I'm the first person to sell their ulti. I'll sell the ulti in the beginning of the game. It's gonna be a kind of an interesting button. Like, I may not be hitting it all that often, unfortunately. Like, I have to remember that I can press it. Oh, did this reset? No. It's not free. All right, boss time. Let us see how we do. Not bad. Wrong way. Not bad. Again, my assumption is that save the dust for essence and low level stuff. Use the soul to level up the things that are the most expensive. Not bad. Definitely not bad. But we were saying that last time, I ended up dying. Someone's powerful desire. I wonder if that's always just greed. Greed shrine. What is this? Yeah, greed shrine. I'll do it, but hope I don't die for it. Really, what ends up happening is I get an elite that just blows up. And I don't have a dash ready. I have a lot of dashes, so that should not be a problem. When they're backed in a corner like that, it sucks. And powered light damage. I feel like if I do this, I lose too. 80 quality. 190. Clemency is my highest level thing so far. Interesting. All right. Funny enough, Greed Shrine is healing on shell. What do you mean by that? I'd say you gotta tell the enemies that I'm supposed to be getting healed by Greed Shrine. I don't think they heard that part. You heal when killing any boss? Huh? Like a passive he has? I heal on leveling up. Oh my god, killing any boss restores HP? I thought that was just me leveling up. Blink, teleport, cooldown on enemy hit. Attacks leave a mark on the enemy that stack indefinitely, and then tentacles again. I will play this one day, but we're not there yet. That might be a throw. Just take the heal if I have to. Doing a lot of blue Qs here because it's AoE. Like easier chance for me to heal myself. Potent. I might just take the mild. I just don't want to get something that I can't outplay. Increased damage taken, and then we're gonna get the greed map. Move to the marked location on the map. There. I'm gonna get one tapped. I did not know there was a monster there. Like, how dare they dodge me? Another one. We're gonna die to that. Guarantee you. Memory level, big attack speed, big HP. All right, let's start working on this stuff. Still haven't gotten the conversion here. Dark charge for powerful damage. There's a lot of things in the game that I've never actually used in a full run. I'd be a little bit worried to even try. How's Shape of Dreams so far? I think the game's great. Definitely one of the ones that I've been on the lookout for what feels like years. Just the only thing that's getting to me is I don't have a 100% win rate in the game. And it makes me feel some kind of way. All right, we have all three of these. So that means we probably lose. Yo, Devil. With the biddies. Hey V, longtime YouTube viewer. Got my first batch of bits. Keep it up, pal. Devilish, thank you for the kind words. I'd say this run is for you, but I don't want it to go sour. It'll get really bad really quickly. I don't want you to have a bad run in your name. Kill it? All right, I believe. Believers. This is the one. Look at the movement. It's never been more the one than it is right now. Oh, there was gonna be another monster. Sheesh. Light damage, cooldown, move speed, gold generation. But we don't have a lot of biomes left. I don't know if I can get that 214 back. We got the cold... No, we got the fire conversion, so we will buy that. Fireball will also help to proc some stuff. Sell that off. Lower the health, assure the cooldown. I have $1,000. Cast this memory, fires dust shards each time you attack. There's also spectral bullet in here. Healing whenever this restores HP, but I don't really have a spot for it. All damage dealt by this is area damage on the shadow walk. A little bit overkill, I think. If you get the unique fire essence, it's GG. Isn't that flawed Ember Tail? Casting this increases crit chance. We have regeneration in here. Each time this memory hits an enemy, summons blades that lacerate. Can only trigger once every 2 seconds. Okay, so we had that before. It sounds great, but because it's once every 2 seconds, it's not giga OP. This is only giving us, I want to say, I mean, fire damage over time increase is something. See, it's only 3% damage. 10% fire damage over time, though, might be a real thing. Oh, crap. Am I not going to get that? Uh-oh. We're hitting. Crap. I wanted that heal. I know I was gonna get hit by that. Like, I'm sitting there waiting for so long just to dodge, and I get hit anyway. Each time you attack an enemy, get cooldown reduction. Okay. That might be good. Famous last words, of course. Try to heal ourselves. I wonder how much healing Clemency has done. Like, it is stacked, but I'm not pressing that button as much as I think I am. 91, and then a bunch of healing after, maybe from regeneration. Periodically increased damage, nowhere to put it though. Divided amongst enemies. HP. I'm just trying not to get one-tapped by this boss. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a boss I've never killed before. Speaking of busted combos, could be some nice shorts content for the game. Let me not die, and then I'll consider it. That's what it all depends on, is if I actually win or not. For some reason, dying in this game absolutely sends me, and this boss in particular is one that I have not beaten. Constant knockback. Oh, it's this part? And I don't think you can damage them during this either. But at least I can heal with R because I'm considered in combat. And I have to wait for him to come out. I do have a Death Defiance, luckily. Alright, so this is the hard part, where he does a bunch of attacks and he also does the Shinku Hadouken at the same time. That. Nice. That's my first time killing him. But interesting that I did 3 altars and I only had to fight the one boss. I thought if you get all 3, they send you into both bosses at the same time. Okay. No achievement for killing that? I feel so robbed even. There's 4? What do you mean there's 4? There's not even enough map traversal I could do to find 4. By the time I find the 4th one, I'm eating hunters. I'm not doing my basic attack. Yo. He debuts a seek. Oops. As soon as I say that. Though to be fair, like maybe this is a Bone Crusher run. I just wish I could detonate it early. It's the only way that would be salvageable. Starting to take damage. Like, why am I getting hurt? Didn't even see this. The reward from Oblivion Hunter is amazing. That's for when you have 5 hunt and go into a boss. Because I've only seen that enemy one time, if it's what I think it is. And even then, it was by surprise. 5 hunt, and you don't go to the boss. Basically, fail the quest you get from hitting 5 hunters. Oh, something would pop up on the side, you mean? Map reveal. Random common. Nice. Exactly what we were hoping for. Alright, so there's our map. Artifacts Aura. I've never seen that icon before. Curse. Entanglement. I don't know if we really want to do that. There's a Transcend as well. I don't know what I want to transcend. Maybe transcend Fireball. Ouchies. All right, what are we looking at? I've also realized this is not very much leveled up. At least try to get the 10%. This also gives you % healing. This also does, but maybe we hold off. Regeneration. That lasts over time. This itself is doing damage on bosses. So we have our boss win condition. And then biome win condition. And we're trying to level up both at the same time. Okay. Leveling up momentum. I feel like I'm not even really doing the Shadow Walk that much, TBH. I'm probably doing my Q more. Not to say that that's like good or bad. Ricochet. That'd be quite interesting. Well, I mean, this is really just for bosses. We don't need the Ricochet on the hemorrhage for bosses. All right, let's see what this is. I've never seen this icon before. Unstable Rat Army. First Merchant Certificate. Really? This is the last biome, so like don't really have to get Searing Charge up. Because once we're done with this area, then we're kind of done with that ability. It's so noisy. What in the world? If you get high enough, you can spam. That itself is like a completely different build. Not to say it's wrong. I clicked into, who was it, Celerity today? Playing Shape of Dreams, which is another reason why I wanted to play. Watching other streamers play this game makes me want to play it. I don't know if you all get the same thing. Every time you play any game, it makes me want to play. That'd be legit. No spot for that. Yeah, we have a lot of colleagues that do roguelike stuff, just like how we do. Some have been around for longer. Some of them also do things like backpack battles, the PvP auto battlers, and Bazaar and whatnot. Possibly RIP to Bazaar, by the way. All right, this is gonna be just a simple no curse. Talcum powder. So we came here for 25 dust, which I don't think that's that bad. I need to get to this. There is a shop above me, but there is a shop at like last area anyway. Yeah, I'm not destroying stuff with the W, which is like probably okay. I think it's got its use. I mean, I am sometimes, but it's not 100% consistent anymore. So I could dodge to get that on top of the monster. Sometimes I go into the wall and get stuck. Just like that. All right. Transcend. I don't need this. I don't need this. If we're going into the boss anyway, this is like done. And we don't do this anymore. Okay, we got the stat stick. I'm okay with that. I have enough. And there's this thing here too, just in case. It's not a throw. I don't think I like using this. I feel like every time I've done this, I actually have lost the game. Each time you move through a rift, this memory is temporarily transformed into a different random memory. The transformed memory has no cooldown, but can only be cast 3 times. What in the world? Dealing fire damage to an enemy with this memory inflicts the Eternal Flame Curse. While under Eternal Flame, any damage you deal applies 1 burn stack to the enemy. All damage from this memory is increased by 1.5 per stack. That sounds strong. It is just dealing fire damage with the memory. This thing is just always dealing fire damage. I do want to go in here, so I'm not gonna giga pump this. All right, we gotta chill. We could still lose. This game's evil. There's some unknown tech. World premiere tech, if you will. All right. So 236. This is getting 2% damage increase from the memory. We're at 10%. Oh, we're close. Hopefully we'll be fine. Okay. 521, we save it. I could try to milk the map a little bit more, but I think all that's gonna happen is I have to fight some hunters, and maybe a bad time. It's just a crab. Ow. Do you stop hitting me, please? Gonna say, did it get stuck on something else? I think it got stuck on this one over here. I do heal off those. Okay. Looked pretty good. This brings the damage up 536. So probably around 10%. But maybe Eternal Flame scales harder. It's gonna be interesting. I slightly fear that it's not like that impressive yet. It's definitely damage that I don't have to worry about, which is great. This is also pretty nice, but I don't, well, I guess you put it here, right? Each time this memory hits an enemy, your attack speed is increased. It may be that you do this. I just have to remember to hit this button every 7 seconds. The attack speed is giving us 42 AD, which I assume has to be very good. 1 dust away. What a weird number to be sitting on. All right, empowered light, crit chance, close range damage. I don't think there's really a good spot for that unless I replace Essence of the Blade, because it only activates every 2 seconds. And that one, I'm not really a big fan of. Oh, right, you can buy and sell for dust. That is true. Very close, but this boss will often be that close to me, unfortunately. All right, last point. Okay. Let's go in here. Again, I've said before, I have died many, many times to this boss. I feel like it's actually a very difficult boss. Regardless of what your build is, getting hit by this boss will make you lose. So the number one thing I have to do here is continually pump out damage while also not taking damage. I know that's kind of a forehead. Just don't get hit, forehead. But for some reason, this guy, no matter how much you think you're stacked up, he hurts a lot. Of course, I missed that. All right, good phase. Gotta make sure we dodge this stuff. Okay. My character's attack range is a lot longer than I think it is. I assume you can fall off. I haven't actually fallen off before. Wasted a dodge. All right, I believe this is a healing cut phase. Oh, we have to do this. I forgot about this part. Am I not invulnerable during that? It's like, of course he's on the edge. Chat, can someone confirm? Can you fall off the map here? That might be it. All right, heal reduction. All my skills are locked. Ooh. Holy. Devs, you gotta put in a DPS per skill indicator. How do I know what actually did all the damage? I gotta see, was it the basic attack? So I think my basic attack was kind of popping off. I know we had the hemorrhage tech, but I dare say I was weaving in the autos whenever I can. That's gotta be worth something. Come on. All right. And remember, this isn't even maximum difficulty either, and it still looked like I was getting destroyed there. Wow, that got me pumped. I feel like I just ran a mile. My heart is thumping. Is it the Dr. Pepper? How much sugar is in this? It's 150 calories. 39 grams of sugar. I'm wired for some reason because of that fight. It's like, why bother drinking Mountain Dew? I can just play some Shape of Dreams. Wishing you sweet dream. Yo, chat, round of applause. Yeah, adrenaline for, is this game $30? $30 for infinite adrenaline. Yeah, see, oh my God, devs, I need to know what did the damage. That was fun. I did genuinely enjoy that. But the real question is, was this the reason why we won at the start? Because remember, we locked this in like it's custom mode. And it may have been enough to get through the early game, but would this show up for me throughout the run? It's RNG, remember that. So there's no guarantee this would have popped up at all. Technically, there's healing. No, this only buffs your healing. This doesn't give healing. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to do more runs where I lock in essence, to really understand how powerful the deja vu system is. All right, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I like to get you all the best content that I can. If you want to take a moment, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, ring the bell notifications so you can get those. You could also consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. All of those are links which are in the description. Just scroll down and you'll see them. Either way, thanks for joining in, and I'll catch you on the next video.